Hello, everybody. I'm Pastor K. How has your week been so far? Are you journaling still? Please journal and don't forget to meditate each day and go outside when it's warm enough and walk in your bare feet just a little bit and ground yourself in the earth. Don't forget to do that. Also, remember, you're resilient. You're going to make it through. It may seem challenging. It may seem a little rough, but you're going to make it through. You're a winner. You're a survivor. You've survived a lot of things, but you've already been through. Now, as I said, a lot of times I am remiss and I do apologize to my subscribers because I get a lot of gear. One day I'm going to show you I have about 3 bins of gear that have been donated or just purchased for me and sent to me. Thank God I live near the post office. That was cute right there. But they say, Pastor, you only talk about football when you got other gear. You are correct. I do have hockey gear as well. Now, y'all know I'm a fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I'm also a fan of the Washington Capitals. And one of my subscribers in the great state of Washington, D.C. sent me this Washington Capitals hat. Y'all like it? I like this one. Like the color and everything. So thank you to my Washington Capitals subscriber for sending me this gear. I am representing it, and I know you are watching. And y'all got to remember, I actually have more male subscribers than females, so I thank them for all of the gear. Now, I'd like to end the week with this thought. The enemy wants you disconnected, disengaged, and distracted. 3 words. Disconnected, disengaged, and distracted. We have to stop normalizing dysfunction. Y'all, it's like we see so much stuff and we normalize chaos. We normalize toxicity. We normalize generational dysfunction because sometimes we're in it and we can't see it, but when other people see it, they're like, you do realize this is not normal. So we have to stop normalize things that are chaotic and dysfunction. And the enemy wants us to be disconnected. He wants us to be disengaged, and he wants us distracted. Because you know what? There's so many things that's going on that is distracting us from what's really going on. You understand? And some of those distractions are by design. Don't miss what I'm saying, because you do know it is Black History Month, so don't forget that. And let me say this, I usually wear my Black History Month t-shirts, which I will probably start wearing them in the next couple of weeks or so before the month ends. But let me say this, and I'm going to be very blunt when I say this. I don't care how many times and how much of history you try to erase. It doesn't mean it never happened. And it doesn't mean people have forgotten it. You can remove the displays. You can remove all of the historical, logos and memorabilia and statues. You can remove that, but you'll never remove it because it happened. And it is a part of history, the real history. So don't let the devil disengage you, get you discouraged, or distract you from that. That's minor right there, because everybody knows the truth. Now, let's go to the Gospel of St. Matthew. I don't know why I've been in Matthew all week, but here it is from the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 34. The Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 34. Let's end the week with this one. It says, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of its own things. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna take care of itself. Okay? So don't worry about that. Things sufficient for the day has its own trouble. There's a quote that I used to hear growing up, and they still say it now, and especially in the South. They say, don't borrow trouble. Don't worry about things you have no control over. Only focus on what you can control. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to take care of itself. And as I read this scripture, now I know that is where those quotes derive from. People use that scripture in those quotes. Don't worry about tomorrow. You can't control it. You got to focus on the present. Stay present. That is what the enemy wants. He wants you either dwelling on the past or you thinking so far ahead in the future until you're missing what's going on right in front of you today. There is nothing whatsoever we can do to change what has happened or what will happen. So don't get distracted and don't be discouraged. Things gonna get better. Sometimes we go through things to strengthen us. Sometimes we go through things and it has to be torn down for it to be built back up. So the things that's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to take care of itself. Don't borrow trouble. Now, the devil wants your mind. That's why when Paul talks about putting on the full armor of God, it has a piece of armor that is the helmet. The devil wants to get your mind. Once he got your mind, you be thinking all kind of crazy stuff. You get to feeling depressed, despondent, discouraged. And once you are there, it's no way you see a positive thought and a negative thought can't live together in unity. You can't in one breath say, you know what? I am blessed and highly favored. And in the same token, say, man, it's just hopeless. Those things don't go together. So stop being discouraged all the time. I know we sometimes get down, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Pick yourself back up. Jesus wants us to be set free. He wants us to be free from worrying all the time, because worrying keeps us in bondage and it blocks good things that's coming. It blocks your openings and your breakthroughs because you're stuck being disconnected and disengaged. You ever felt, and I know I felt this way in certain periods in my life when I felt like things weren't turning around fast enough for me, and kind of like, you ever been, especially I'll say this, the death of a loved one, especially your mother, your grandmother, a spouse or a child, or even a sibling or an auntie or an uncle. It's like you disengaged from that. You ever went to a funeral, and those of us who've sat on the front row, the second row, the third row, you don't remember who was there, So you kind of disengaged. And there are days that you want to just disengage from life, because it's overwhelming sometimes. And it's okay to be that way, because we're human. We're supposed to feel, but when we feel this way, we're supposed to have our moment and then pick ourselves up and go to God in prayer and expect Him to turn things around for us. So being frustrated, all of those things are normal. Don't stay there, because the enemy wants you to stay there. Because if you stay there, he already got you. He can move on to the next person, because he knows you don't have the fight in you to get back up. But I told you the first of the month that you are resilient. And I told you last month what? Declutter your life. So stop worrying about things you got no control over. Worry about the things going on in your life right now, and kind of make yourself, I know it's hard for some people, make yourself get out of other people's business, okay? That has nothing to do with you. Again, it's okay to live your life. It's okay to stop losing sleep over other people's stuff, And it's okay to leave situations that you're not happy in. It's all right to start over, y'all. It's okay to downsize, but be willing to trust God with whatever problem you have, whatever situation you have. Understand, God knows what's best for us. He already knows everything about us. So don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna take care of itself. Let that marinate in your spirit over the weekend. Don't be distracted. Be careful when you're feeling disconnected and disengaged. Get yourself back on track. That's why I always say, get focused, and get your mind in the right place. And that's why it's important that you protect and prioritize your peace. See, when you don't have peace of mind, all of these negative emotions happen. When you just, I don't want to go home, I don't want to be here, I don't want to go to work, I hate my job. You just disconnected, you're distracted, so you miss things that you should not miss. So don't miss your moment because you're distracted, disengaged, discouraged, despondent, all of the D words. It's going to be all right. It's going to turn around for you. It's temporary. God's got you. He's got you. Y'all have an awesome, awesome weekend. You're going to make it through. You're going to make it through. Do something nice for someone this weekend. Even if you just buy them a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate or something, just do something nice for them. And just for 10 minutes, don't focus or talk about your problems. Hear them for a moment, because some people just need to be heard, and sometimes all they need is to be hugged. So do that over this weekend. Just find someone randomly, pick up the phone, call somebody you ain't talked to this year or in a while, and say, hey, you want to meet for some coffee or whatever. I just was thinking about you. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Don't forget, comment, like, and share the video. Please, please keep the emails coming. I do apologize. I did not get around to answering many of the emails this week, but I'll catch up with them. All right, y'all, you're resilient. Hang on in there and watch as well as pray. I'm on all platforms, so make sure you go and hit that thumbs up and hit that notification bell or that heart that's on Instagram. So let other people know about me. Y'all have an awesome day. Washington Capitals, I represented you today. Y'all just not going to beat my lightning, but okay. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you back on Monday.